what y'all got going on or what y'all used to or what y'all been getting away with, but it's not sliding, bro. This is a shout out to Zeus Network, bro. I know real Crips and I know real Bloods, bro. And I feel like this attack was sent from the enemy, for real, for real. And then it's like, it's using people, places, and power. Like Lemmy got a lot of power to hurt me just because I'm being 100 on this live right now. You over here got $1 billion tearing down people. You got $1 billion tearing down people for your gain. And then when we speak up, you silence us with power. You're not silencing me, bro. I know Jesus Christ, bro.
A serious situation has developed between reality TV personality Chrisean Rock and Zeus Network, with allegations of mistreatment during production of the latest season of the show Baddies. This Chrisean/Zeus Network situation is insane. Like, it's really crazy. Chrisean is even claiming that Zeus Network kidnapped her, and she posted some pretty damning evidence that that's exactly what happened. The controversy erupted on the first day of filming for the new season of Baddies. Chrisean, who had previously appeared on Zeus Network shows, including earlier seasons of Baddies, and had gained prominence following her appearance on a Blueface-produced program, went live on Instagram during production with serious allegations against the network. In her emotional live stream, Chrisean directly called out Zeus Network and specifically named executive Lemuel Leamy Palmer.
I don't know what y'all got going on or what y'all used to or what y'all been getting away with, but it's not sliding, bro. This is a shout out to Zeus Network, bro. I know real Crips and I know real Bloods, bro. I don't care. And then they know who to try this shit with, bro. They didn't do this to Blueface. And they didn't do this when I was on set with Blueface. That's why Blueface was always around. Not because, oh, he was really like protecting me too, but at the same time, he just like them too. Like, I don't trust nothing. I don't trust none of that, for real. I really don't, bro. I really don't, bro. But I'm telling you, my nigga, like, Lemmy Plumber, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out, bro. If you want to sit down with my pastor Mike, my father, bro, for real, this is bigger than me, man. And I feel like this attack was sent from the enemy, for real, for real. And then it's like, it's using people, places, and power. Like Lemmy got a lot of power to hurt me just because I'm being 100 on this live right now. So now I gotta call people that really love me, and I know daggone well, for real, Lemmy Plumber, you can sit down with my dad. Real stuff, bro. You can sit down with my dad, Lemmy Plumber. For real, bro. His name is Pastor Mike Freeman, bro. You over here got $1 billion tearing down people. You got $1 billion tearing down people for your gain. And then when we speak up, you silence us with power. You're not silencing me, bro. I know Jesus Christ, bro.
The emotional nature of her live stream indicated the seriousness with which she viewed the situation, as she alternated between anger, fear, and religious references throughout her statement. Over recent months, she had undergone a significant personal transformation. Chris Rock over the last couple months have transitioned into a Christian arc. She has said that she's devoted to serving God, and she's not interested in doing anything that goes away from what God wants for her. This religious commitment had apparently affected her professional decisions as well. Chrisean Rock has refused to go to any club appearance and perform any songs that's not her song. Chrisean Rock has turned down bookings if she feels like the bookings is asking her to do things that are not in line with what God wants her to do. The religious transformation represents a significant shift from her previous public persona, particularly during her earlier appearances on Baddies, where she had established herself as one of the show's more confrontational and entertaining personalities. This contrast between her past behavior and current religious convictions creates a complex backdrop backdrop for the current controversy, as it suggests a fundamental misalignment between what the network may have expected from her and what she was now willing to deliver as a performer. Despite her religious transformation, Chrisean agreed to return to Baddies for what was reportedly a substantial payment, though her expectations for her role on the show had changed significantly. Zeus Network threw a big check in front of Chrisean Rock. They threw, I believe, $200,000 in front of her. So Chrisean Rock agreed to appear on Baddies. However, there appears to have been a significant disconnect between what Chrisean expected from her role and what the production team anticipated. During her previous stint on the show, she had been known for confrontational behavior. If you guys know when Chrisean Rock was first on Baddies, Chrisean Rock was fighting every day. She was tearing it up. She was the most entertaining person on Baddies. She was involved in multiple storylines. For her return, she reportedly wanted to maintain her religious commitments while still participating in the show. She didn't want to kind of fight or be involved in drama or other things. She kind of wanted to be the Christian Chrisean Rock and stay out of all the nonsense. This fundamental misalignment of expectations created tension even before filming began. The production team, likely expecting the same high-energy, confrontational Chrisean, who had been a ratings draw in previous seasons, instead encountered someone with significantly different boundaries and intentions for her participation in the show. There were additional financial disputes before filming even began. Zeus Network gave Chris Rock $200,000. Well, they were going to pay her over the season, but the season was going to be for $200,000. Beyond this base payment, the network had reportedly agreed to additional accommodations. They was willing to accommodate her bringing other people with her, right? I believe she was going to bring like her babysitter, and her team was going to come, and Zeus, I believe, was going to allocate about $60,000 to $70,000 for the babysitter and her team to be there full-time while she's filming. However, the relationship deteriorated when Chrisean Rock allegedly requested an additional $80,000 for a personal stylist, which was rejected by the network. This led to a heated exchange before filming even began. Chrisean Rock got really upset at Limi, and they was going back and forth, cussing each other out. This pre-production conflict meant that Chrisean arrived on set already in a contentious relationship with the production team. So, her even going on, she already went on not feeling what was going on. She already went on not really feeling being there. So this itself is just an extension of what I believe is that conversation of Zeus Network refusing to pay $80,000 for her to bring a personal hairstylist on set. The on-set incident that led to Chrisean's live stream was not an isolated event, but rather the culmination of increasingly strained relations between the personality and the network, beginning with contract negotiations and continuing through the initial days of production. The most serious allegation made by Chrisean is that Zeus Network staff prevented her from leaving the production by withholding her identification documents. Chrisean Rock would also say that once she felt like things were getting too uncomfortable, she tried to leave, but they didn't allow her to leave. Instead, what they did was they withheld her ID from her when she tried to leave, and she provided proof of that and claimed they kidnapped her. If somebody is withholding your ID and preventing you from leaving, that's kidnapped. This characterization frames the incident not merely as a contract dispute, but potentially as a criminal act. The video evidence shows Chrisean confronting someone who appears to be a security guard, demanding the return of her ID. The guard responds that he was instructed not to return identification documents.
What you mean? You wish you could give me my ID? Give me my ID. I just need to get on the flight.
I know, but I was told not to give anybody their ID.
Bro, this is Zeus Network. You know how bad you can jeopardize them for taking my IDs so I don't get on the flight. Y'all know my daddy?
You have Lemmy number?
So you're not gonna give me my ID?
Unless Lemmy says I can give it to you. He's the one that says whether I can give it to you or not.
I want to go. This shit is demonic.
Alright, let's call Ashley.
I'd be wrong if I cracked you in your mouth. I'd be wrong if I called the police and said you robbed me for my ID and put your life at jeopardy.
You're right.
What are you calling them for, bro? Give me my ID.
Because I work for them, Chrisean.
Nigga! This nigga got my ID, sir. He won't give it to me. I need to leave. Tell this nigga to give me my ID.
Telling security.
Please, bro.
And I won't get it back.
Bro, please. Please tell this man give me my ID.
He went upstairs.
I can't make this shit up. You know how much trouble you will get? Everybody get it? just give me my
I don't
ID.
want her ID.
I know, just give it to me, bro. You're not gonna lose your job, man. You're gonna have them lose their company, bro.
I don't care.
Okay, well, give me my ID.
I'm just gonna follow the orders that I'm given.
That's evil as I just want to go home.
I understand that.
I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to be on Zeus no more. I don't want to deal with y'all no more. Give me my ID so I can get on my flight.
This suggests that Chrisean's primary goal at this point was simply to exit the situation entirely. Zeus Network issued a statement denying these allegations. In their response, they claim no one is withholding her identification. She chose to leave abruptly during active filming and demanded that production hold operations and to accommodate her personal request. What we heard was a little different. The security guard had the ID, and he said he cannot give it to her because of instructions he received from you guys. Unfortunately, we do not operate on her schedule. Nevertheless, her ID will either be in her possession or returned to her promptly and in an expeditious manner. This response attempts to reframe the situation as a matter of scheduling and production logistics, rather than addressing the specific allegations about withholding identification. The discrepancy between the video evidence and Zeus Network's official response raises questions about transparency and accountability in reality TV production. The video appears to show a clear instance of a staff member acknowledging that he was instructed to withhold identification, which directly contradicts the network's public position. Beyond the specific incident with the identification documents, Chrisean has made broader allegations about the production practices at Zeus Network, particularly regarding the encouragement of conflict among cast members. The production team attempted to create conflict between Chrisean and her sister. Zeus Network kind of set it up to where her and her sister would confront each other and have a discussion about all the things they've been saying about each other online. Chrisean Rock felt like they was setting her up. She felt like they was trying to get her and her sister to have a fist fight. But is it authentic though when you're kind of pushing them to be in a room together? You're kind of pushing them to have certain conversations or to have a sit down. And she's like, bro, I just want to be on the show. I don't even want to talk to my sister. The network, in their response, defended their approach. Let's be clear. Miss Rock reached out requesting an opportunity, and we graciously provided one. No one is exploiting anyone for a storyline. The reality is simple. Chrisean and Tiki have deep-rooted family issues, and our cameras are documenting it authentically. This may not represent the full reality. I feel like them pushing the issue may be the issue here, right? Because Chrisean didn't want no funk with her sister. She didn't want to fight with her sister. In a follow-up video, Chrisean made more explicit allegations about production practices.
And then it's crazy because you could tell the difference from fake beef and just a storyline for clout. Like, a bitch wants some clout. Like, how are you my sister and you waited till we get... Okay, cool, that's cool, I don't care. Y'all, this is what they do, bro. They basically say, hey, we're going to give you the best of both worlds. We're going to give you what a label could give you, right? This is what these people say. They going to put us on a platform in a nice ass what labels do, right? Right? Then they tell the bitch, like, if you don't fight, oh yeah, you're going home. You're getting replaced. What? All the bitches are sick, depressed, overstimulated, and can't find their identity. I'm the only one standing up to everybody like, so why are we actually fighting? My sister looked like a weirdo. I don't even know if that and then I don't even know if they, and just me y'all telling y'all this, I don't care. They're going to probably dress it up and make me seem like I'm the weirdo. And I look like I got some things to work on. Sure, bro. The atmosphere of baddies is demonic. Everybody that don't want to fight is fighting. If you're not fighting, you're not getting your check. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to work with Zeus Network ever again. I'm disappointed for real in myself for falling for it, or thinking I had enough self-control or something that like divine in me that I can make it about God. And then the more I make it about God, the more it's like it's like set up to be against my walk in my faith. I don't like it. I don't. I'm about to delete my Instagram, and I was pressured to be somebody that I was not. And that I know myself, I'm willing to walk away from a check and just say everything and tell everything and tell the truth. Everybody's programmed to fight Everybody don't like that show, bro.
These allegations could have serious implications. If Zeus Network is making women fight or encouraging they fight to have a spot on the show, I would just advise them to stop now because they have a class action lawsuit coming down the pipeline. The conflict also involves Chrisean's sister, whom Chrisean had apparently tried to prevent from joining the show. I do know that Chrisean Rock tried everything in her power to stop her sister from coming on baddies when she was with Zeus, right? Because she understood where they was going to take this. This suggests Chrisean anticipated that the production would attempt to create conflict between them. She understands if Zeus gives her sister, like a job or bring her own baddies, she understands what the natural progression was going to be. It was going to be Zeus trying to turn her against, and ultimately that worked, to be honest. Do y'all believe that Chrisean has a point? Do y'all believe that Zeus Network did indeed kidnap her? And do y'all think that Zeus Network is encouraging women to fight? Comment down your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.